welcome to this bonus episode of
The Ed Factor.
Now, we have reached the end of the 80s, the golden years.
The classic era.
They have indeed. So we've decided to try and put together a top 5. We were going to go for a top 10, but it's too hard.
Yep, we're going to go for a top 10 each, but it was just too difficult. So what we've done is
we've been at it for weeks.
This may make no sense to you. For some reason we find this easier.
I did actually find this easier, which is weird. Yep.
So we've each picked our favorite 5 tunes, and Chris is going to go through his. He's decided to do his a bit more like a mixtape.
I thought to myself I was going to do my top 10. I started to do my top 10, but it actually ended up being a top 9, and number 10 was so hard. That was my 10 songs I could have put in top. Yeah. I had 9, and then I thought I'm going to do this like a mixtape because that's the way I sort of think, you know, what would flow better into it. So there's some notable absentees.
Yeah.
But everything that I love is on this. So this is going to be, this is my version of top 5. Yours is just top 5 all time.
Mine is my top 5 in order, all time Maiden tracks.
Right.
Which was difficult, but I don't know. I felt a lot more certain about that. Beyond that, I find it really impossible to try and rate. Or, you know, it very, very difficult.
As per usual,
please on the top 5.
As per usual, we have not discussed this in any way, shape, or form. Not even. I don't even know what he's picked. Imagine we picked the same songs. Never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
Imagine
I
we
wouldn't
did.
have thought, but I don't know. There may be crossover there. So
there may be there'll definitely be some from some same albums, you know. But
will there be any of the same songs?
No, I don't think so.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Right, so we're going to actually play a little clip off them as well.
Yeah, we're going to play a few
run.
seconds of them as much as the boys will let us play without taking us down.
Yeah.
So, track 1, my track 1 is...
Oh!
Drink it in.
Invaders!
Yeah, Invaders. Yeah.
The top 5.
Oh. So why is that number 1 in my top 5?
That's number 1, as in
the first song of my mixtape.
Right.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean it's your favorite Iron Maiden song.
No. My favorite Iron Maiden song's on this, but it's in a different position.
Okay.
But
but that would be
absolutely.
That would be the opener of your favorite. Oh, if you were making an ultimate album,
if I made an ultimate Maiden album, which is how I started this,
right? Okay,
that's the first track.
Right. Okay, I get you. I get how you're doing it.
Right.
I'm going to do mine differently.
Yep. So
Invaders
this is
what open.
Yep. Ultimate kick, brilliant, so significant in so many ways. The beginning of the album, which brought them to greatness.
Yes.
The beginning of Bruce's career.
Yes.
The beginning of Maiden telling stories from different eras, which is the bit that I love about them in particular.
Why don't you play that opening line?
My pleasure. My absolute pleasure. Knees up heavy metal, Clyde Burr. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic opening line. Or turn it off, the wall take us there.
Yeah.
My God, it's such a tune.
It's a great opening.
Head banging. Absolutely adore it. Really good. What do you think about that?
I love the track.
Weird first choice.
But I wasn't expecting it's a curveball. I knew you loved it. I didn't know you loved it that much.
Yep.
Especially after doing our album reviews, I thought you had said Moonchild was maybe your favorite opener.
It's the ultimate opener.
But
it made
all right. Okay.
Might have started side 2.
All right.
Might have started side 2. In fact, it did start side 2. No, it actually didn't start side 2. I'll tell you the song that started side 2. Killers.
Right. Okay.
Great start.
Yes, that's true.
Track 2 of my top 5.
Track 2 of your top 5 in a playlist.
Track 2. Here we are.
Hard to beat.
It's probably the best second song they ever had.
There's a few bloody good ones.
The riff. It's the riff.
It's the riff. Yeah.
That's 2 minutes to midnight for the uninitiated or the people that have just turned into this by accident, thinking it's something about sort of Dusky Maiden top 5. I don't know.
Yeah.
But 2 minutes to midnight, absolute killer. Brilliant slice of Power Slave.
Yep.
Heavy. Adrian Smith.
Groove.
Calling card groove. Great drums. Super lyrics. Brilliant lyrics, actually.
Yeah.
Fantastic sort of breakdown in the middle of it as well. Great solo. And a real fan favourite to this day. I love this song.
Yep.
I love it.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
And it so
I
close to being on mine.
thought that was going to be in yours. I was sure it was going to be in yours.
It was,
I thought it was only cross pollination we would have had.
No, it was that close.
Yeah.
It was that close.
Cool. Yeah. What can you say about it more than that? It's
Yeah.
so good. It's fab. Absolutely. I think it's the first time I've said that. I've probably said it about 3 or 4 times. Now, this is the third one, right? So this is my
I
mixtape.
can't wait to hear what you've done
Couple of
next.
real kick-ass tunes. Right, third one.
Go for it.
Probably one of my favourite of all time.
At least you've got some peace of mind on there.
Yeah, I had 2 tracks in Peace of Mind in the top 10. Oh, brilliant riff.
Yep.
Great beginning.
Yep.
Super third track, sort of, change of pace.
Yep.
Really, really good. And unfortunately, it'll take us down if we play any more of it, which is really annoying.
Yep.
But the lyrics, I love the lyrics. I love so many things about this. I love the fact that it's got that, and I said in the review of the album,
Yes.
that audience participation part in it. That they had, in my opinion, they have written that so that you can sing along. Yeah.
I think that is great. Yeah.
And then the quick bit's brilliant. The bit that I really love about it is the slow part though, when he there's a lot of soul in the slow part.
Yeah,
it really
it's a
is.
terrific track.
I love that song.
Absolutely
I love it.
Terrific.
It's not. I would even go as far as to say to the uninitiated Maiden fan or to the person who likes Iron Maiden but doesn't really listen to him, that would be a deep cut, and that would be something you would be really sort of, if you listen to it, you'd be really taken aback by it,
Going, wow. Yeah.
So that's number 3. Okay, I have 2 more to go.
Cool.
You'll notice that I haven't actually done anything yet from this album.
I was waiting for it. I thought all 5 might be, but
There were 3 tracks from Somewhere in Time in my top 10.
right.
This is probably, out of the entire catalogue, one of my very favourites. Love this song. Absolutely
You
love
really
this
do,
song.
don't you?
I do.
It surprises me how much you love this song. I think it's
First
good,
up.
but I wouldn't put it up there, but
This song, I have an
emotion.
emotional attachment to this song.
do,
So
don't you?
I really do. It's fantastic. The breakneck speed that Bruce delivers the lyrics at, the twin guitars in it is fabulous. The guitar solo in it is Adrian Smith's one of my favourites that he
Moments
does.
of his,
yeah,
isn't
really fantastic. Really, I absolutely
Adore
love that
it.
song.
He adores
And
it.
I bet you could put your house on what my first song is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
My favourite epic, folks.
My son, ask for thyself another king.
History in Maiden.
Which I leave
A
is
history lesson in a song. Being that wee child, listening to it in my wee headphones, wee crappy headphones, just going, I know so much about Alexander.
He
the
died
Great.
of fever in Babylon.
He died of fever in Babylon. Guys, that is
That is
in a nutshell.
That is
and I'm sure, like,
a couple of curveballs there, man.
real lot of curveballs in it. Trooper, so close to making it because Number the Beast,
Yeah.
the track, love it. Killers. I wanted to have something if it was a top 10. I wanted to have something to represent the Diano era.
Yep.
And before we're recording this podcast, it would have been another track.
Yeah.
But Killers, I love Killers. What else? There's nothing from Seventh Son on my top 5.
No.
Which is surprising. So I'll give it a 10.
Yep. Yep.
But, Had I been able to do 10, there'd actually been 2 tracks.
Yeah, it's
It's
very
so
very
tough.
difficult to try and whittle
And
it
we've
down.
really shrunk it down because at the end of the day, it's one of those things that we, we could have the greatest hits of Maiden and it could be 50 songs. You know what I mean? Like,
It's very very challenging. Right.
and the other thing is, as well, we've got so many albums to choose from.
Yeah.
This is the time when we
This
have
is o-
so many albums to choose
This
from.
is only the 80s we're doing, like,
Yeah, it is.
picking from. So,
Right. I am going
Right.
to Andy pass
Past
you
me.
the gauntlet
yeah,
of your thing, and you just hit that, and I can't wait to hear
right.
what you have.
Okay.
So that was in a nutshell.
Now, I'm going to do mine slightly differently because we didn't really discuss this properly. Chris has done 5 tracks, as we said there, that are...
It has taken us weeks to try and organise this. You do not understand
Yeah.
how many messages I have sent them going, my
Can't-
top 10 has changed,
can't
my
do
top
it.
5 has changed,
Can't pick
I
it.
can't do it, I can't put a 10 in, I don't know what I'm doing.
So he did 5 of a playlist.
Yeah, like a mixtape, yeah.
Like a mixtape.
A mixtape, yeah, Maiden
like
mixtape
a ultimate
was trying to make.
playlist type thing.
Or like a Maiden album, like a side of an album.
I've done mine differently, so I've picked
I
what
can't wait to
are
hear
my
what you think.
5 favourite
It's
Iron
like,
Maiden
it's like
tracks.
Christmas.
in order. So I'm going to play them
Right.
in reverse order.
So coming in at number 5.
So coming in at number 5.
Number 5. Oh, tune. Brilliant tune.
How do you not?
Great
This is
song.
classic.
Great song. Great choice. Great
Wrathchild.
choice.
You just,
Steve Harris wrote it in 1973 and it's still good nearly 50 years later.
it's under. It's not even 3 minutes. 2 minutes 55.
It's a statement.
And you know what? It's one of the songs that they've played most, and yet I never ever tire of
Yeah.
hearing Wrathchild.
Uh-huh.
Maiden could stand there and play Wrathchild 13 times in a row to me, and I'd go home saying, "You know what? Great gig. That was 60 quid well spent." It's just class. It's just brilliant, and it's ultimate Maiden.
It is.
For me.
It's Maiden in a nutshell.
You know, as soon as that bass line kicks in live at any gig, as soon as they just stomp into that, it's like,
You're away.
yes, you know.
Yep, absolutely.
So,
Such a good choice, man.
you
Brilliant.
know, and Bruce singing it, it's even better. You know, I think love this version of it with Diano. Did an awesome job on it. But when you get Dickinson singing it, especially the scream, it's just yes.
It's great.
But I wasn't going to arse about with live version.
No, absolutely. Right, go next. What's next?
So I have to figure out just how to go back on your phone.
Oh, I think if
Just
you
the
just
back button.
if you just hit this here, no, that should take you back. This back here,
What back?
this here. You know the back like on a
Ooh.
CD player.
Yes,
Does that work? Does that work for you? Has it worked for you?
it's worked for me. It's brought me to
number 4,
It's brought me to number 4,
hopefully.
hasn't it?
I don't know, Andy, because I don't know what you picked.
Hang on a wee second. I want to make sure. Aye. Right. So number
We're not
4.
the most technical minded people.
I should be. Yeah. Next track. This may or may not surprise you. I don't know.
Comes to my top 10. Not surprised you won't, but I knew you were gonna. This is the only one I thought we'd both pick.
And you didn't,
No, I was in my top 10. It was in my top 10.
but not in your.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't my top 5. Brilliant.
That's class. Awesome.
Brilliant. Absolute
Classic. Classic.
Reminds me of you and Fargo playing it.
Yeah.
Pissed
Yep.
as Lords. Yep. In a
Used
dirty
to,
flat.
Used to play this in our college days with a mate of mine.
Where did Fargo?
Way back, yes. Great days.
Great guys.
Classic track. Just classic track. Guitar playing is mind-boggling.
It's
Uh,
twin lead heaven.
again, this is a Diano cut.
2 Diano cuts
It-
out of your
it's-
top 5.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't expect that from me,
No.
but
Really, you didn't?
this is the first, like I think we said, It's off the first album. This is Maiden being progressive,
Yeah.
right from the off.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
it is.
it's their prog track. It's 7 minutes. It's an epic.
It's an epic.
Um,
Classifies
of-
in Ed Factor terminology.
Yep, off an album that's kind of very
Straight ahead.
straight to the point.
Yeah.
You know,
Flat to the mat.
but
Yep.
this song isn't straight to the point, but its playing is breakneck. It's just awesome, and it's also awesome with Dickinson singing it
Yeah,
as well.
it is. Actually, there was
Mm-hmm.
incarnations in my top 10 that had the Live After Death version on it.
Right.
And then I thought that's not fair to Paul Diano.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it is a Diano track, but no, it's awesome. So that was number 4. So number
That's your
three.
God, what is coming now?
Had to be.
Had to be.
Had to be.
Had to be in somebody's.
Another total classic.
Yep. That rounded out my top 10.
Yep. Had to.
I knew that was Ultimate Maiden song.
It is an Ultimate Maiden song.
Twin lead, gallop, fast lyrics, historical content,
Yep.
screaming, awesome lead,
Yep.
just brutal cover.
Ultimate Eddie.
Ultimate Eddie, that's what I mean, brutal
Yep.
cover, you know.
It's
Brilliant Eddie.
got it. It
It has it all.
It
Has it all.
has it all. Gallop.
Gallop,
Neko.
Neko,
First
Neko.
Neko
Yep.
album.
It is so monumental for so many reasons.
And again, you know, they play the Trooper a lot, and you
Yeah.
never tire hearing the Trooper.
Yeah.
You know,
It's so good.
there are some songs that you're like, oh, this again, but
It was my side too. Was actually Killers, then the Trooper.
Trooper it's never overplayed.
You know, as a 1-2,
Mhm.
brilliant. I thought 1-2, nice. Just
It's
you couldn't not tire of it.
Could
It's
not
so good.
tire
We
of it.
spoke about it at length.
at length. So that's number 3
That's a
of
great
my
choice. That's great.
all-time
I love that already.
5
I love it already. I love it.
Maiden tracks.
Doesn't matter if you put on like I'm a Mover and Reach Out next. I still think it's class.
That is not going to
Oh.
happen.
Quest for Fire, my favourite. Wait till you see what's coming.
Just to be contrary. No, not happen.
There you go.
Number 2 in
two.
my all-time top 5
Right, go.
Maiden songs
Go.
is
Yes!
brilliant. It's a work of art. It's a masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
A masterpiece.
So much better than the original poem. Ancient murder.
And it was this close to being my number 1.
It was
Very close.
apart from Alexander the Great,
Mhm.
it was on it. I thought I can't put 2 epics, mega epics on it on my top 10. That was number 11.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't put it on. It didn't fit with my mixtape.
Because you were doing it in a mixtape way.
Otherwise, if I was doing it, it would have been in my top
So
10.
you were
I
thinking
love the
A
song.
mixtape, it has to have one epic type
Yeah,
thing. You were
yeah, it
thinking,
had to be rounded out with an epic, sort of.
Fair enough. I can see where you're
I
coming from.
love it. Great song.
But I just went for my 5 ultimate tracks, so that's the difference. And it's a total masterpiece.
Absolutely.
Storytelling,
Production,
fantasy, storytelling,
the volume swells.
musicianship, the atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know, it's the music.
And the
creates an
bit
atmosphere to
the
tell a
bit where
story.
it comes back in
You know,
is probably the
Here
finest.
Comes the Rain or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know, and the thunder breaking and just it is awesome.
The bit where it comes
you know,
back in is one of the finest pieces ever recorded.
Yeah, it's just
So
magic
good.
from
Yeah.
start to finish. You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just, you know,
Great.
is there a finer Maiden epic?
I can't think what your number 1 is.
You know, but my number 1 all time greatest Iron Maiden track. You're saying you can't think of what it is?
Think what it is, but I'll know it.
It's
Oh, of
undisputed.
course!
It
Of
is
course!
undisputed.
How could it
How
not
could you
be?
not be?
How could it not be?
There's only one track that tops Rime of the Ancient Mariner.
And it's this.
It's this.
I'm so stupid. Of course it's this.
Yes.
It's when you start crying at every gig.
Fast bit.
Yep.
Fast bit.
Yep. Oh,
Because the fast bit just
Wing it
gets
on
me
the quick bit.
every time. I wonder, is it
that'll
whereabouts?
do.
Not far off.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
The fast bit of this, when they break into the fast bit,
Just sends you off every time.
it every gig.
I'll get a wee grip.
It's
I'll
like-
get a wee grip because I'm still obviously standing in front of him because he's so much bloody taller than I am. And he's grabbing
when
me.
I go-
He's grabbing me and I'm like, yeah!
Yeah.
Oh,
And usually
great.
say something like, "They're only bloody doing it," something like that. It always just makes literally the hairs on my neck stand up
Really good.
when I see them
I'm so stupid.
fly
Of course,
into
I
that
should've
fast
known.
bit live. I just love the song. I love the theater of it. I love the storytelling. It's such a precise, short period of time. The guy is only literally walking meters,
Yeah,
you know,
to the
and yet
gallows.
all these thoughts are going through. It's your life passing before your eyes
Yep,
type thing.
yep.
You know, he's lost his faith, everything he believed in. Now, what's wrong with me? I
Yeah.
suddenly don't believe in it. It's just
Masterful.
an absolute masterpiece. Never mind the musicianship. The guitar playing is just mind-boggling. And the lineup changes, as in, you know, Clive's performance is awesome for this.
Adrian's guitar playing's fabulous.
Adrian's guitar playing,
Yeah.
but even it didn't matter what lineup played this song. I mean, you know, Nico obviously nails this
Yeah.
song, and probably takes it to another level.
Yeah. You think? Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think he does, because especially the first bit, or
Yeah.
you know, it's better when Nico plays
Right.
it. It's better live. Maybe
Mhm.
it's better live. I don't know. They've played it slightly different live. Or something.
Aye. Well, totally
Um,
different drummers, as we've talked about at length.
And
you know.
even with Adrian not in the band and Yannick in the band, I mean, the version they did, you know, on A Real Dead One and on Live at Dundee '92 is brilliant.
Mhm.
It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And Bruce sounds incredible, and yet those albums, you know, you could argue some people think aren't the greatest, but this track still sounds titanic.
Oh, anybody that
Just
thinks that Number of the Beast isn't the greatest is barking
No,
up
I
the
mean,
wrong
sorry,
tree.
A Real Live One, A Real Dead One.
Oh, well,
You know,
yeah,
some people aren't so
they're
keen on
different.
those.
Well, they're good.
Yeah. You know, stick on Hallowed Be Thy Name from
Yeah.
that. Like, it's bloody amazing.
Yeah.
It's just, is that just that the song is so incredible? It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They just blow it out of the park. And it's,
Ukulele Orchestra of Great Yarmouth could be playing it, and
Yeah.
you think it was class?
yeah. Well, no, Maiden could be playing it. As long as it's
Using
Maiden
ukuleles?
playing it, they could be, aye.
A,
And,
big,
you
a
know,
white ukulele with a West Ham sticker on
when
it.
they go on a bucket and spade, you know, and
2 jam charts.
you know, Yannick on a banjo or something. Doesn't matter. They just knock it out of the park. And I think they've said themselves, it doesn't matter where in the set list we play this song. Obviously, they've never opened with it, but they have put it, you know, like third song or something before.
Yeah.
You know, middle set, encore,
Yeah.
just before encore.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter. It just works.
Slays them every time.
Slays them every time.
Yeah.
You know, they can you know, they can play it anywhere. For me, it is the absolute signature
Pinnacle.
track. It is the pinnacle of their writing, and it is one of the greatest songs of all time.
And 3 epics.
I went for 3 epics.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty interesting.
I did go for 3 epics. Yeah.
What I found
yeah.
my mind when I looked at the whole lot, a lot of mine were 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the.
I'm not. Yeah.
Do you want to know what I wish I had a top like 12, because you know what I was going to put on it. There was, since doing all of this,
Mm-hmm.
Sun and Steel. I love the song Sun and Steel. which is weird. It's not really a particularly good song.
It's a deep
Well, a
cut.
lot of people would say Invaders isn't a particularly good song.
Yeah.
But Invaders is to me just
It's special to you.
such good fun.
It
you
is
know?
such good fun, and pardon me,
Maiden,
I would agree
I
that
suppose Maiden are obviously, they have their shall we say, David Lean side.
Mm-hmm.
They've got their cinematic Lawrence of Arabia
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
But and Invaders is nearly their Carry On side. Or Monty Python side, shall we say, maybe.
it
I don't know,
is.
you know what I mean?
it is nearly
Both equally, successful, and both
yeah.
the sum of the parts make the whole band what they are.
Yeah, this is true. I agree. I think Invaders is cool for me because it always just sounds like Bruce Dickinson's announcing himself.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
just the opening line. We said this before.
Yeah.
How who else could sing
Exactly.
that? Who else could make those lyrics work? Here you are. Here's about 28 syllables to fit
Exactly.
into the first 4 bars, and yet he does it flawlessly. Yeah, so that's why I like that song.
Yeah, uh-huh.
The verses,
Uh-huh.
just
I love your
they're
top five. Your top five is class.
swashbuckling. Cheers,
I'm
man.
going to listen to your top five more than I'm going to listen to my own top five now. I've been listening to my own top five for about a fortnight.
I will listen to your top 5, and we will see how we compare. So we'll try and send us your top 5.
Yeah, and let us know what way works best for you. Is it the Andy way, where it's your just automatic top 5, or maybe you're like me and you like to make a mixtape and you like to do it slightly differently. You sort of, you want to sort of plan that dream double-sided album. That's
Yeah.
what
So you're thinking of balance? I think Chris is more
Yeah,
playlist that's
I do.
balanced,
Anything like that. Even like when I'm trying to, even do a set list for the band or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get it right.
Yep.
It's not like alphabetic spaghetti. No disrespect to yours, but
No. But I get
You know.
what you mean. It's like if you were picking your favorite
Yeah.
football players, I've went for 5 strikers type of thing.
Yeah, I've went for Alan
3 strikers
Hansen.
and a couple of midfielders.
Alan
whereas
Hansen and
he-
Ray Clements and
he's picked a balanced team. Yeah,
Alexander the Great,
you've tried to.
Mohammed Salah
I
the
see what
Great.
you've tried to do. You've tried to pick. That's my favorite epic. That's my favorite. From
Deep
there,
cut.
that's my favorite deep cut.
Yeah, that's my favorite album opener.
Yeah. You've tried to go for a balance type of thing. So, cool approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Let us know what you think.
And we hope you've enjoyed this.
Yep.
This little bonus.
This little bonus nod to the 80s, the classic Maiden era.
The golden years are over, and we are just about to embark on that.
On the 90s,
On the 90s.
which
The most interesting period.
very
I would say.
interesting
I can't
period.
wait to get into it.
I'm actually really looking forward to talking about the 90s. I know it's not some people are not, shall we say, the most celebrated era.
We
of
have a
Maiden.
deep affection for the 90s
but
era.
Yeah, there's aspects of the 90s era that I'm very fond of, and I think it's also, that's not to say that there's not a lot to criticize. There is, and there's plenty to say.
Absolutely.
It's
Yep.
interesting. I think there's a lot to say. So stay tuned, guys. Speak to you
Tune in,
soon.
let us know what you think. We hope you enjoyed it. We certainly enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
I don't know if making the 90s mixtape's going to be as painful, but
I don't think it'll be as painful. But speak soon. Woo.
woo, up there.